So we're talking about voter registration. And Dr. Faith Mwaura is joining us. She is from Roysambu United. When we talked about this, we asked ourselves, sounds like a football club.
It does, actually.
Dr. Faith, what is Roysambu United? Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. Roysambu United is actually a community-based organization. I know it sounds like a football club, but they do. Okay, I know you support Arsenal. I was going to say it has got nothing.
Anything United.
Correct. And we've been involved in quite a number of activities in Roysambu and Nairobi at large. And we actually formalized it like going to 2 years now. We've been doing that for many, many years with community there, but we actually registered it because we decided to actually formalize the activities.
So what does it do as a CBU?
We have 4 pillars, one being environmental sustainability, we've got health, we've got socioeconomic empowerment, and education.
Buzzwords?
No, this is what holds the community together, you know. We actually had a cross-country this past Friday where we were raising funds for education for the children of Roysambu, and we had a very good turnout at Kasarani Stadium, and we were able to meet some of our objectives. We also planted 5,000 trees in the morning with the help of Kenya Defense Forces, Kahawa Barracks. They are within Roysambu, so they came on board and we were able to plant the trees. I actually can say we might not have made that number if they didn't come on board, because they were very instrumental in even actually digging the holes. It's quite a huge number, and we are very happy that we did that.
Wait, Kahawa Barracks is in Roysambu? What's Roysambu?
Roysambu is huge.
Roysambu is a ward or it's a county?
It's a constituency.
It's a constituency.
Right from the roundabout Muthaiga. Anything on the left, all the way to KU, Kenyatta University.
Oh,
yes, that is Roysambu.
Area is Roysambu.
Yes, and on Kiambu Road as well. When you're on Kiambu Road from DCI, anything on the right until the bypass, Thome, Garden Estate, Ridgeways, Marurui, until now you enter Kahawa West, where I grew up. That's why I'm passionate by there about Roysambu. So all that is Roysambu.
It's a big
We've got 10
constituency.
parastatals in that constituency.
Okay, 10 parastatals. Do you consider KDF a parastatal? No.
Okay, government entities.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have DCI, you have NIS, you have KDF.
GSU.
You have GSU.
Yes.
Yes.
Kenyatta University.
Yep.
All the way to
The
KU,
hospital.
that's massive. And then again, on the other side on Kiambu Road, I'm trying to square it out.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
It is.
First
A
of all,
majority are youth.
I was about to say, how do you communicate to said people? How many people are in Roysambu constituency? Let's start with that. And then how do you communicate with them?
Wow, we've got over 200,000. Yeah. We communicate through WhatsApp groups. We've got WhatsApp groups for the constituency, for the wards, for different communities. You know, Roysambu is very cosmopolitan, so we've got people from everywhere. And many people start life, by the way, in Roysambu, Zimmerman, Githurai, Kahawa West. So we can say we are the boiling point for Nairobi.
Very true.
Yeah.
When I think of even all the universities along that stretch of road,
We've got Park, USIU, KU, we've got TVETs. Yeah. We even have Utali, although it's on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But kuvuka tundi.
Cross to road.
One touch. Okay.
Yeah.
You said WhatsApp groups. I'm wondering if you can communicate with even 50% of 100,000 people via WhatsApp.
Probably. You know, WhatsApp is anyone with a phone can actually, and you don't need to, even like a very expensive phone, you would be able to communicate on WhatsApp. And nowadays, anything goes viral within minutes, not even hours. So if something is of keen interest, then you can be sure that somebody somewhere would have seen it.
Okay.
Someone on your block has seen it. Yes.
Then we're going into now voter registration matters. And I'm wondering, one, what the uptake, because we got preliminary numbers of the voter registration uptake, continuous voter registration uptake.
Yes.
What's Roysambu looking like?
So I had actually asked for that number when I was coming in. I'm sure I'll share it before I leave the show. But I can say it's quite slow countrywide. You know, someone told me last week that Lamu only one person had registered. And I was like, wow, okay, that number is worrying.
Yeah.
But then this is not an enhanced voter registration. It's just a continuous voter registration process that IEBC is mandated to do. So I don't think we should also worry too much, because this is an open window up to 60 days to the election.
Right.
So they're not going to be closing it. So we still have about just a little over 2 years, or just under 2 years.
Just under 2 years.
For people to go. And it's very, very important that you go even verify your details from the last election. You could go and find it's missing on the election day. What are you going to do?
Very, very true.
Yeah, so it's just not new voters, even ones who've registered and who want to transfer.
So the reason I do think, and I get the last minute nature of Kenyans, we are very, tumesema mnafunga Friday, Thursday June nitakuwa hapo.
Hata Friday morning.
It's very much our nature.
Yeah.
But then I think of the push and how we're, it's like, whether it's chance of one term, whether it's like, we'll take the MPs home, whether it's, we want to flex our muscle and see if we can recall MPs. All those things have been loud. But when you think of the largest population of unregistered voters, it's young people. So then again, if you do open registration, it's meant to be continuous, but tumefungua tu ni sawa. And you see a slow uptake like this, it does worry you. Was it all talk? Do you think it was all talk? And there was nothing really behind all this push for, we want change, we want this and that. Yeah.
I don't think it was all talk. Because these are the guys who told us sitting in numbers, right? So, if they already know that, they know something about, if they want to make change for themselves. And I'm not just talking about the national level, even at what level. If you have issues with your MCA or at constituency level with your MP, you need to make your voice count. In some countries, it's actually a crime, or it's mandatory to vote. Yeah, and I think that's what we should do even as a country, because this is how you put your voice forward. And I think they will come. They will all come. Let me tell you, if it's people I've seen that are determined about their cause, it's the young people of this country, and they've made the whole world know that they're not here to play. So as much
they
as
will come?
Yeah, they will.
What will change? What will make them come? Why is it that they haven't come these 2 weeks? Is it that walikuwa wamesafiri? They're unwell? What is it?
I guess it's just that lethargy of being the first one at the polling at the IEBC
office.
Office. But I haven't seen something to make me think they'll not come. They're on their way coming.
No. I have seen something to make me believe that they may not come.
Okay.
The last voter registration drive in 2022. All right? So there was mass voter registration exercise. IEBC said, we are targeting about 8 million voters, and let's see, it was about 6 million again.
6, yeah.
Let's see how many turn up to vote. And not many turned up to vote. Less than 50% of that target turned up to vote. So looking at that, and looking at now, and the kind of response we have seen in these 2 weeks, if we had higher numbers, if we had gotten closer to 500,000, or even closer to 1 million, I'd be saying that, the other 5 million
are somewhere coming.
Are coming.
Yeah.
But 200,000? No, nothing. It's less than 50,000 people, countrywide.
Yeah.
This is telling me this is a red flag. Completely. What's that? What's your red? Crimson red.
Yes, crimson red.
Yes. It's a complete, total crimson red flag for me.
Latif, let me say that it's still early in the day to call it a red flag, crimson red for that matter, because you're talking to uneducated youth. You're talking to people who are very well aware that they're going to be a critical part in changing the what do you call it? The path of this nation. And I've seen them mobilize themselves on all social platforms. So what I actually want to challenge them and us as a youth is, where are we? We usually have the mobilizers, very good mobilizers. Yeah. Are we doing our part? Are we actually waking up and making this our agenda for the day? The way we do it when we want to come to the streets, We usually know, we have all the information. If you want water, pass by this road. There's a mama on this street giving free food. Everything right down to, the small nitty-gritty logistics. So can we do that right now and make sure that we've rallied everybody? And the number has grown, because for sure in the last 3 years, more people have entered that voting bracket. So if we can see, and the good thing is this continuous voter registration exercise, they're not going to close it. IBC will leave it open as per the constitution until 60 days to the election. And I know there's pockets within Nairobi where the registration is not going on, like in Embakasi North, because of the by-election. Yeah, I mean, those are things we can work with, but we really need, I'm doing my part.
You're doing your part.
I'm doing my part, and I'm really trying to rally even the people who want to transfer their votes. I mean, do that right now, because we have an open kit in every constitution.
Very true.
Constituency,
We had Dr. Philip Chabunet, who was just here, and he was saying, the young people are happy. There's a lull. I mean, look, we're not seeing Mandamano. This was his reasoning, and we asked him, what are your indicators? He said, I mean, look, they're not going to the streets. And then the other example he gave was voter registration. Because he says, I think when things were heated, it was, guys, we need to register to vote. When is the IEBC being constituted? We need to register to vote. So he's saying now, if there is this slow uptake, then it's an indication that what wako sawa.
And it might look that way, right? Yeah, but I don't think so. What could have changed for them to now say, oh yeah, we are, even if you're happy, what stops you from voting anyway? Yeah, it has got nothing to do with your happiness or your, I mean, if you are taking the vote so that you can make a change.
I think the reasoning is in Kenya, we don't vote for people, we vote out people. So if you don't feel like voting someone out, why do you go register as a voter? You know how we operate.
I don't need to go and vote for them, vote out.
But your vote is more than that. Your vote is development, determines if you have water in your house, I mean, how garbage is collected on your street, if you have electricity. That your vote is not taking people out. Your vote is development. And that's the kind of civic education. And it's not that they're not educated or aware or exposed. It's just that there's that vibe. I don't know, staki kusemani mambo na peer pressure, because it's a national culture, It's a national culture. It's not just with the youth. I mean, even our mothers or our grandparents would probably have wanted to vote out someone. So I think it's just something that it's continuous, take possession of your vote as something for development.
I mean, hey, that sounds nice, idealistic.
Yeah.
But when you think of how we take our votes, do the people of Roysambu understand what you've just said, by and large? And that's because sometimes we think of cosmopolitan areas and we're like, yeah. People here, they understand everything. Devolution right down to what is my MCA's job? Okay, what's the women rep job? But is that the truth? For example, when you think of Roysambu, or is it more of, I'm thinking presidency. I'm thinking I either want President William Ruto in or out. Beyond, and I'm thinking, who's going to be the deputy? I'm thinking, do I like Rigiji? But are they thinking, who is my MCA? Who is my MP?
Yeah, they are. They are thinking. Actually, a lot of that conversation goes on in the WhatsApp groups. A lot of that conversation actually goes down to we have some really nasty roads in Roysambu, and I can see sometimes the noise is loud enough to bring the governor to the ground and say, okay, we are going to do this road now. Because Roysambu has got, I think we are second largest in terms of voter numbers for the governor. So this is somewhere he wants to listen and say, oh yeah, so I've heard the noise and I'm coming. And it doesn't even have to be noise. He has his people who tell him, all this time, like what needs to be fixed. But the conversation is very alive in terms of what do the people want to be done for them. There's that play around like, oh yeah, somebody has come, there's a politician who's coming. But then somebody has gotten a very huge number of aspirants.
How many so far?
Counting, I think I've seen 7.
7 for MP, just for
just MP, yes.
Interested in becoming the next MP.
Exactly, for Roysambu. And you can see that they know so and so is in Zimmerman today, or so and so is in some place. Let's go see. They're not going. I mean, there's that cat and mouse game that will be played at the ground level.
Yes.
But I think people are aware this time about what they really want in their leaders.
I would certainly hope so, because we risk repeating, the same pattern, which is political galvanization, which then brings me on to the next thing. Again, Roysambu is extremely cosmopolitan. So what are the politics of the people of Roysambu? How do you sway them? Because you can't go there with, Adwa Mountain, Sisi Wakamba, So how do people approach Roysambu?
People actually in Roysambu vote the people they know from back in the day. You'll find that the people who vied there previously in the elections that have come by were people who have been in the Roysambu ecosystem for a very long time. So newcomers will come and excite the ground and excite the people, but they don't even make it past nomination. Yeah. So I'm just saying that it's something good to note when you throw your hat in the ring, because the same people they've been with, are the people that they're going to align with.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we don't know you,
they'll be happy. It's like if you have someone, flirting with you and you're now trying to create a rapport, you will be excited by that fact, but it doesn't change that it's somebody you just... Mtuako yuko. Yeah.
It doesn't mean
no, you're not looking to go get married or something.
I've just come across an article that was written by somebody who is just a Nairobi resident, who said maybe what the IEBC should have just gotten off the blocks with is a mass registration exercise. This continuous one where you have to go to the constituency office may not be it.
Okay.
What do you think?
Okay. I think they're going to open that enhanced voter registration exercise. It's just that this is part of their work. It's their job to ensure it's open. It's administrative. It should be ongoing. But the enhanced one is coming. And that's the one that they go down to the ward level, because now it's just happening at the constituency level. But now they're going to go to colleges. They're going to have a desk outside the hospital. They're going to have a desk outside, at the stage. You've seen them. And when they come out like that, they really come out. They are even working in the estate. You'll find some huge estates. They've got their desk at the gate. So that one is coming. The enhanced one is coming.
But so this one, the continuous one.
And maybe that's what
do you think is a bit too... For example, in Roysambu, that entire area called Roysambu, it's one constituency. Where would the IEBC office be?
It's in Kahawa West. Because Kahawa West is the administrative headquarters.
Where in Kahawa West?
The police station. You've got the police station, you've got the chief's office. So everything is right there. If you are even going to report a case or your ID got lost or anything else, not just voter registration, everything would be right there. It's next to the market, the city council market. So it's at a very convenient place. That's where the IBC office is. That's where you go do your registration, your verification, your transfers. Everything is happening there.
That's in the entire constituency. This is the only place you can go right now.
Yeah, right
to register as a voter. We've got a caller from Kahawa, right, Philip? Jenga. Jenga
how are you?
is on the line. Good morning, Jenga.
Yes, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Yes, I've been waiting on the line simply because I'm here.
I think we've lost
we'll try
him.
and get him back. Asante.
Yeah,
We'll
you're going to call them back.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll give him a call.
Jenga back. Okay. So let's talk about like somebody who is in, let's pick one area, one end along Kiambu Road.
Yeah. Ridgeways.
Ridgeways.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody who is around Ridgeways and they need to go and register as a voter. If they're using public transport, how do they get to
Kahawa West?
Yes.
Everyone knows matatus for 44.
Okay. No. Mtoe Ridgeways.
Okay.
Akujetao kwanza ama kuna?
So kuna matatu za nini kwa bypass hapo Marurui.
Okay.
So si lazima uende tao. Unaweza chukua tu mat hapo alafu ingie west.
No, si tumesema ako Ridgeways.
Ako Ridgeways.
Siata Mall.
Okay.
Mtoe hapo peleke akaregister.
Sasa atatembea tu kidogo afike bypass.
Okay.
Akiwa bypass achukue matatu hapo yenye inaingia Kahawa West. Yeah, those matatus ply even till Ruaka.
Okay.
So you take your matatu yenye itakuingisha Kahawa West, ushuke tu kwa stage. Ukishuka kwa stage you can see the IBC office.
Okay.
Yes.
Similar thing to somebody who is in KU.
If you're in KU, actually you can walk. If you're in KU, it's just a walking distance because you're already within the ward, Kahawa West ward. Na kaa when youth unapanda, save that cash. Hata usichukue nduthi, just come, walk and go to the whatever. I'm trying to think, someone on Kiambu
What's the
Road would
farthest
probably,
corner?
Struggle.
would be the farthest corner because if you're in Githurai, you can walk. If you're in Kahawa West, you can walk. If you're in Zimmerman, you just take a 44 to Kahawa West. And if you're in Roysambu ward, now that affluent part of Roysambu is Roysambu ward.
Karibu na USAU hapo ama?
Ukiwa karibu na USAU, ukiwa hapo TRM, chukua tu matapo nje ya TRM. 44 uingie hadi Kahawa West. It's a very short because the stage is where the terminus is just
next to the station.
Next to the station. Yeah. So actually it's very convenient. I think I don't know if we give flyers kwa
Right.
You need to.
You know,
Yes.
and stick them everywhere on the
that this is
matatus.
where I need to go. I mean, the IBC office is not a place that you keep frequenting all the time.
Yeah.
That you know at Koko
Si
police
Huduma
station.
Center.
Yeah. Right? So as Roysambu United, maybe one of the things of mobilizing is just putting it in those groups and saying this is how you get there.
Correct.
Even, put a picture so someone can tell from sisi hatujui ukituambia barabara, Kenyans, we don't
maybe
know
a
roads.
map.
You have to tell me kwa ile duka ya nini.
That's true.
I hear you.
You have to tell me through via landmarks that I can tell, that I can see.
Others it sound like Google Maps. Turn left
Turn
on
left.
Kairomo Road.
It is in 2 kilometers, turn right. Your destination is on your left.
But kuna watu hata hawako Roysambu during the day. They are working in Tau and everywhere else. You can go to the Huduma Center. You can go to the Huduma Center like over your lunch hour or if you have a short break. Yeah, just walk there and register.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have another caller on the line.
Okay.
I think from Kahawa as well.
From Mirema.
Oh, from Mirema. Okay, Lucky Boy. Good morning, Lucky Boy.
Good morning, Tim.
It's good to hear your voice.
Salama?
Tuko
Tuko fiti.
fiti.
Kapwa.
Uko na swali ama
Good one.
comment?
Yes, comment. Ningependa kumwambia mgeni wetu wa leo ya kwamba ni kitu mzuri sana wanafanya. But we are yet to feel it because I didn't know that they exist until I saw her on Big International. Yeah, so I think they need to do more on social media because most of us are on social media. Na ningependa sana pia mimi nijiunge na wao.
I like that. Thanks, Lucky Boy.
What would you like to do, Lucky Boy?
More on I am more on politics and current affairs. So when it comes to kujulisha mwananchi kitu ambacho anafaa kufanya, ningependa kujiunga na wao tuweze wajulisha wa Kenya kwa sababu mimi pia nasoma sana katiba na nafuatilia sana vitu ambavyo bunge wanafanya na pia wanasiasa wetu kila siku.
Are you a registered voter?
Yes. I am a registered voter. Yes, I'm registered. I'll be voting in Mwingi. I come from Mwingi in Kitui.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
But you want to participate in Roysambu in mobilizing people around you because you're in Mirema.
Yes, everywhere, generally everywhere.
Could I ask you, just before he drops off, Lucky Boy, could I ask you,
Yes.
why are you going to vote in Mwingi if you live in Mirema? Have you thought about transferring your vote?
Yes, I've not thought of transferring because we still have a problem where I come from. So we also want to check there as well.
You want to participate in the politics of Mwingi?
Both in Mwingi and Mirema, but I'll vote in Mwingi.
Okay. Sawa.
Yes.
Thank you, Lucky Boy.
Ngoja Dr. Faith akwambie how you can join Roysambu United and support and work with them.
Yeah, actually we are in Kahawa West. Our office is in Kahawa West. You can pay us a visit And we actually are looking for volunteers at this time because of just making sure that everyone knows about how to go register as a voter, verify your details. So come to the office. And
tumesema wa Kenya useme tu come to Kahawa. Where?
Akiwa Mirema atapanda tu mat hapo Mirema stage, ashukie stage ya Kahawa West, akuje roundabout ya bypass. Akiwa hapo roundabout ya bypass, we are in that building.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now social media. Amekwambia you find him on social media.
Social media, anaweza ni follow. He will be very pleased to know that I've taken up your information at pump every social media handle that we have with the information that we can. Okay. Thank you for that.
Okay. Yeah. We're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, hey, there's something he mentioned. Amesema mimi I'm registered in Mwingi.
Yeah.
Kuna shida huko that needs solving, so I need to vote there. But pia hapa, I have interest.
I'm invested in 2 places.
Yes, I'm invested in, which is it's a thing for a lot of Nairobians, to be quite honest. Nairobi ni mahali pa kutengeneza pesa. So
ni bedroom.
Yeah, ni bedroom. So nyumbani ndio vote iko. How big a problem do you think that is as far as Roysambu and Nairobi politics are concerned?
Yeah.
And then what's the fix? Because you can't register in 2 places.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're split. You have interests in multiple places.
Let me tell you something. That's a huge... I don't know how we are going to solve that issue because I feel you should vote where you are. You know, the people of Mwingi, let them vote in Mwingi. The ones wale umeacha Ushago, wacha wa vote uko Ushago. We uko Tau, vote tu hapa Tau because utumiangi barabara ya Mwingi kwenda job, maji ya nyumba si ya Mwingi. You know, like your issues are here. And as much as I feel maybe you were born in Mwingi or, you know, that's where you identify with, day to day, where are you? That's where your vote should be heard. And it's an issue by the with us from Murema area, from the satellite,
Western.
you know, but Western who are waendi home to vote. Because they are going to, their vote is here. Yeah, and that's, you can see that in the governor, you know, the numbers that come towards the governor. The people for Kiambu.
Watu wa Western Nairobi ndio walivotia Sachs.
I would say that with confidence because watu wa Kiambu kwao ni mia tu ni kwenda home kuvote.
True, 30 minutes and they're there.
Imagine ama uchukue boda from Mirema to Kiambu, it's less than 10 minutes, you know. Watu wa Muranga, you know, like Murema is so close, you'll go vote and come back home. A Western guy wouldn't do that. And then that day, fair itakuwa 2K. Anatoa P2K ya kwenda home just to vote. So they'll vote here. People from far will vote here. But people within, ndio napatanga, it changes the dynamics during the day of the election.
I know it's a dilemma, but you know, sometimes maybe someone just looks at it from, okay, so right now I live in, say, Mirema.
Yeah.
Okay? Nimekomboa nyumba hapa.
Yeah.
Now, because of mali nafanya job, that's why I'm here. If I got another job in another part of Nairobi, I will move from this constituency, from this ward, go to another ward. Lakini kazi yote kuna mali na jenga. Mwingi. Right? So, where I know there's more permanence for me is in Mwingi.
Kuna base.
Yeah, there's a base there. I'm going to vote.
Lakini unaenda huko ukizeeka. Utaenda huko ukizeeka, ukiretire. Mbona ufanyi job Mwingi? Si uko hapa Nairobi.
Roysambu siko sure kanta kwa Roysambu end of this year.
Uko sure? Umekuwa Roysambu 10 years.
No. 2027 tanipata. Maisha London niko Runda sasa.
Mehama. Moving on to the other side.
That's a stretch. Lakini okay, fine.
Dr. Faith, 1 second. Utaki to ambitious. We have Samson on the line from Kisumu who has a question. Good morning, Samson.
Good morning. How are you, Miriam?
Tuko sawa. Good to hear from you. What's your question or comment for Dr. Faith?
My comment is, the IDC is targeting 6.4 million voters, isn't it?
Yeah.
We have 1,450 wards in the country. If you do a simple division, you'll find that each ward will just need to register 4,417 voters. 4,417 voters. And then if you do further division by 600 days that is now between now and election, you'll find that they only need to register almost 8 people per day to reach that target. So the Roysambu United Palatani, they can enhance and rope in the aspirants, and they push them that each aspirant bring only 2-3 voters per day. Then we'll reach that target in the next 50-60 days.
Oh, line imeharibika, but
but he's giving us good math, and that's very it's important perspective. He's saying even if leave alone population density, if he's saying every if we register 8 people per day in every ward, we're
Which
good.
is achievable.
It's easily achievable, right? And he's saying going at the current pace, we would have surpassed that target long before 2027. So I think that's really important context, Samson. We're thinking of big numbers, 6.4 million, but when you break it down, my worry is come out to Janza na Vava, boom, because essentially you're supposed to start with a bang, then you ease out, as opposed to the other way around.
Kenyans are long distance runners. Sawa.
Sawa.
It's the final kick.
Okay.
Ngoja tuende kwanza tukifika 35 kilometers.
Hapo ndio
nafungua mguu.
Hapo ndio unaweka gear.
Yes.
Miguu ya pesa inaingia hapo.
This is a 42-kilometer race. We are not Shelley-Ann Fraser Price doing just 100 meters.
Okay.
Off the
Hakuna
blocks.
Usain Bolt hapa.
Okay. Kenyans, but those numbers are worrying. I'm just looking at the IEBC statement from Friday. And if I look, total registered voters so far in those 2 weeks is 20,754. 20,000. Nairobi has 4,800. That's the highest. And then we have Mombasa with 1,379, Kiambu 1,203, Nyamira 18.
And Lamu now, did they at least get one
Lamu
person?
36.
Okay.
Lamu has doubled
one
Nyamira.
one ilitoka wapi?
There was one.
Kulikuwa na one at some point.
Hakuna one.
Okay.
One was the
increase.
total transferred.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Lamu was 36. Tana River, as of last Friday, was 42. If you look at Tharaka Nithi, 70. Isiolo, 81. Samburu 67, Elgeyo Marakwet 75. Those are the low numbers. The others are in the triple digit, that's hundreds. Look at for example, counties around the north, where you'd say, distance and all those things, would play a role. Garissa has registered 263, Wajir 460, Mandera 441, Marsabit 142, Isiolo 81. Those guys are doing good numbers. Kilifi 673.
And those are huge counties.
Those are huge counties and constituencies as well. And so there are some areas where people are actually going and taking this seriously, and they're already mobilizing. There are some areas where, if you look at Kiambu, just 1,200 with a potential voter population of hundreds of thousands. Kiambu had 1 million registered voters in the last election, 1.2 million. 1,200 in 2 weeks. Watu wako busy.
I think maybe watu wako busy wakomboka. We can say guys are probably. But I was on the ground last election, and I saw my youth walikuja kupiga kura from 4 p.m.
That's when they were rocking up.
That's when they rocked up to vote. There were mamas who were on the line.
Sorry, I feel attacked
At
because
like
I actually showed up.
It makes sense.
What time did you go vote?
Line ishe.
So
Hakuna nyinyi wote
at
mtokea.
same time.
Yeah.
The same thing I was saying earlier, like no one wants to be at the champion at nilitokea number 1 kuvote. Our moms were on the queue from 4 a.m. Some slept actually there. Us guys, we rocked in at 4:30. There are guys who didn't vote in some polling stations. Because they were told it's until 5. They're like, ilikuwa 5:30. They're told no, ilikuwa 5. But they should know it's 5.
It's 5, not
5:30.
But as long as umeingia polling station by your 5, they'll let you vote.
Yes.
As long as umeingia polling station.
Lakini ukianza kuwalk in
at 4:59. Yeah.
So let's just say the long distance runner theory is going to work, but it's 2 weeks. Okay. No, there was that push from Ngweni IBC where why is it don't
Ngweni IBC will do recall.
I haven't seen, but it's early in the day. Let's wait and see.
By the way, story, a recall, that would be a true test of like whether this movement has momentum.
Yeah.
It was tunataka kufanya, we want to recall MPs, reconstitute the IEBC.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Many were being recalled.
Many were being recalled online.
Yeah.
For ground, things are very different. So that brings me back to just that thing of like, are we still thinking presidential, governor, up to kenda chini sana governor, na women rep? How do we start my MCA, my MP, and then we go from there?
And no, those are the most important people to vote in for. Because those are people you live with, who you see, who you can reach. When will you ever reach the president? You know, ukiwa pale Mirema, when will you ever reach the president? But you can reach your MCA.
Yes.
You can do public participation anytime there's something that affects you right in your hood. You can reach your MP. For me, those are the two most important people that you should actually vote for based on their credentials, qualifications, you know, what they've done, what they can do. Don't just vote. It's square wave, you know.
Yes.
Don't make a mistake of, and you know, I think politicians wamesoma watu. Yeah? I would want now this young generation to change that stereotype. You know, that these people, you know, they're even saying, toto, nkelele tu. Awana wako wapi. Let's change that narrative so that, you know, that thing of the politicians are also not mobilizing. Why aren't they mobilizing? Because they know probably if they mobilize, they are not sure of, you know, their seat tomorrow. But let them mobilize and step up your game.
I like that.
Yeah.
How do we future or foolproof this push against what you've just said? That political mobilization, the games, we know how it is.
Yeah.
I think the next 2 years we'll see a lot of development.
Yeah.
We'll see whether it's from your MCA, your MP. People are not even supposed to be doing development work, but barabara zita jengwa. You'll see tarmac in places you've never seen tarmac.
Yeah.
That you'll open the tap and there'll be water, and that will flow all the way up to national government.
Yeah.
I think next year's finance bill will be even nicer than this year's. You know, itakuwa tu placating, tusahau tu the last 3 years. So how do we foolproof ourselves against this? So what was Sisa? How I think we have we have short-term memories as Kenyans.
Actually, I don't know if it's a Kenyan thing or a human being thing. Because how is it that the last year your MCA will come do everything you asked for, you know, and then disappear for the next 3 years, come back that year when you're supposed to be voting them in and do again. You know, by now we know these games. We are smarter than this. Tumesoma sisi wote. By now, I think...
are we smarter than this?
90% of this country's population is educated, isn't it? So if we are educated, means we know better. So we have to hold our leaders to accountable standards that are not short-term. That water has to flow throughout. You know, we need to see beyond the political games. We call them politricks. You know, we need to see beyond the politricks and see that this person is actually for me. They have a heart to be a leader, you know. And, you know, probably, what would it take? Would it take, what takes politicians to office? Is it their own parks? Or is it a heart for the people? If you took out the parks from your MP today, would they vie for that seat? Probably that's a good place to start.
If we took away NGCDF, would your MP vie today?
You know?
Yeah, that's actually a great poll.
Do you want to be a leader? Be a leader.
If we took away I'm talking to you, if we took away NGCDF today with your MP vie in 2027, that would be a great test.
Yeah.
Which also now brings me to the question of financing, campaign funding. You've talked about 7 aspirants coming up in Roysambu. How many of these are young people? How many of them are established? They've vied before, or they've tried? From your...
Nana young.
Oi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nana young.
By young, what do we mean? 35 and below?
Yeah. Or even 40 and below, if you push it to that age, yeah. Nana young. And some have actually been MPs elsewhere. I don't know if the heat is... They know probably at their places right now, they wouldn't come back. And
like Kasarani, close by Ama?
Yeah, close by. Yeah. And then others... I think it's their first time and probably they feel for a place where it's very cosmopolitan, maybe I would have a chance. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you would go to vote, I mean, if you were a person from not a community that's a majority, you wouldn't go to buy there, isn't it? At the end of the day, we Kenyans vote mtu wetu, you know?
Tribal.
So, yeah. I would say that I hope
seven aspirants na kuna hata mtu mmoja under 40. Yo, okay.
Youth atakam 5 p.m. Next year November.
Anakam. Anajitolea.
By the mine Zambia my youth hata wasimame viti. I mean, you're the majority in the population.
You can mobilize.
You can mobilize yourselves. I've seen them come on TikTok and educate each other on finance bill. You know, the lawyers within that age group, they're telling you, hapa hii inasema hivi na hivi. Ukiona hii inasema, you know.
Na mwingine anakuweka in your mother tongue. Kama kizungu ni shida. Sorry, we have a caller called Caxton. Just let me interrupt you kidogo. Okay. Caxton from Butere. It's good to hear your voice, Caxton. Long time. Ukoaje?
Kupo sana.
What's your question or comment for Dr. Faith?
Yeah, mimi ka comment kangu ninasema venye huyo anaongea watu wamechanuka. Watu si mafala. Imagine mlikuwa na nini moja sitaki kumtaja jina alisema ananunua 50,000 shillings alienda kupea siku ya mazingira. Imagine mmoja kati ambaye sitataja ana fly na chopa kuja kuotesha mti. Si ni kubeba watu ufala.
Sana.
I mean vitu vingine nini kama bado kuna ndani ya gava bado watu wanabeba watu ufala. Eti ukiona chopa watu bado wanakimbilia kuona chopa. Nadhani time kama hizi zimeisha. Na nyinyi fixing the nation. For hizi vitu mwangalie nini mtu alifanya nini. This is the right time ambapo tungepata watu wabunge wa MCA wana sensitize watu habari ya voter registration na vitu zingine za maana. Si zile za ufala ati una chopper with one tree alafu una fly off.
Nikuulize watu wa Butere are they registering the people around you? Are you a registered voter? Tuanze na hapo. And are you seeing
register unataka niende ni verify ama sasa nifanye nini? Ama registered voter be voting.
No, that's good. That's good. Do you see young people showing up to go register now that there's the continuous voter registration?
Sijui hawaonekani hivyo kama ni wamechangamka.
Why
but I know there is a target.
There's a target?
Yeah, there is a target.
Okay. Sawa.
For a change.
Kama hawajachangamka, then the question is mbona hawajachangamka?
Unajua kuna wengine bado wamefungwa ni kama ni nini ile mama mboga venye anafungaga matawi ya sukuma pamoja. Wacha wapate hizi, unaona wakipata hizi incentives ambazo wanasema 50,000 ama 100,000. Watashangaa vile voting itaenda. Watu wamechanuka, watu si mafala.
Wanangoja incentive, sijaelewa hapo. Mimi sijaelewa hapo context.
Si kuna zile hizi youth fund hizi wanasema
nyota yeah.
Watu wanangoja wapewe nyota ndio.
When these youths are going to get that nyota. I think zikianza dondoka tu tingili wataona tofauti.
So watu wanangoja wachukue nyota alafu ndio waende kuregister.
No, utaona mabadiliko makubwa sana.
Caxton, Butere is in Kakamega, right?
Yes. Kakamega. It looks like he's somewhere in Kakamega.
Kakamega County, 608 have registered to vote in the last 2 weeks.
608 pekee.
Yeah.
Hello, Caxton, tunasema 608 people have registered to vote in Kakamega in the last 2 weeks. Only 608.
Hata yanaweza mobilize.
Na wengi watakuja kuregister.
Aya basi. We hope so. But maybe you can also mobilize pale. Ambia tu watu it's going on. Sindio, voter registration is ongoing. Go register.
Sure.
All right.
Asante, Caxton.
Thanks, Caxton.
Can we just stop excusing these things, eh? I just say, you know, early days, you know, people will come, wengoja.
Yeah.
Wengoja. And just say, the indicator here is that these things are, it's not off to a good start.
Something
If you compare the rhetoric before the IEBC was formed, Fungweni, tengenezeni, form IEBC.
Yeah.
Oh, Ruto attack form IEBC. Oh, form it. Ikafumiwa. We can't register. Registration has happened. Now look.
Yeah.
Only 20,000 in 2 weeks.
Enyewe.
Tuache mchezo. It's bad. It's bad. We can't say at home, you know, they're late, or you know they work, or you know people don't know. People need to be mobilized by their politician. People need to be.
People don't need to actually be mobilized. It's the only way you make a contribution to national development matters.
Yes.
That one day, I mean, you can find even a Saturday morning and go do that thing. It won't take you long. So I would really call out, kila mtu, watoke, waende wachukue kura. And this time you don't need even a voter's card. With your ID, whatever document you used, whether it's a passport or an ID, that's the same document that they will ask you. So at a voter's card, voters card imetolewa sasa, you know. And then there's also this issue of the iris. Watu wanasema, oh, mbona they want to take our iris, biodata and all that. The government know, if the government wants something from you, they know where to find you. Hakuna mali utaenda.
Thank you so much, Daktari.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure having you. We have to wrap up the show now.
Okay.
I'm hoping watu wa Roysambu si wale wakupenda pizzazz, because you know kuna MPs wa your neighborhood wako na pizzazz. Anyway, let me leave it at that. But thank you so much. We have to wrap the show now, but a big thank you to all 3 Daktaris that we've hosted today. Leo maneno imekuwa very serious, of course. Dr. Mulu, Dr. Philip, and now Dr. Faith. Hashtag is Fixing the Nation NTV. Continue the conversation online. Engage with us. We'll be back tomorrow 6 to 10 a.m. For now, though, we're going over to your world with, of course, Mwekali and Winnie. Leo tunaongea mambo kuhusu International Day of the Girl, Beijing plus 30, a family affair. International Day of the Girl Child was on Friday. It was Thursday or Friday? It was Thursday.
It was on Saturday.
It was on Saturday, actually, yes. But let's talk to Sylvia Maina, who is a gender statistics communication specialist. And we also have people from a Beijing cohort member, Honorable Rebecca Musigi. And then we also have other guests speaking to us on what it looks like 30 years after the Beijing Declaration. What has happened? Have we made headway? Okay, cool. What are the gaps? How do we fix them? From us, ni kwaheri hadi kesho, au sio?
Kabisa.
Kesho ni last word. I'm so excited.
Tuta last word.
Aya.